Introduction to Java. Java was developed by Sun Microsystems of USA in 1991. Java is a general purpose, object oriented programming language. It was originally called as Oak by James Gosling. Java is a simple, portable, reliable, and powerful language. Java was designed for development of software for consumer electronic devices like TVs, VCRs, toasters, and some other electronic machines. Java team and Patrick Norton discovered that the existing languages of C and C++ had some limitations in terms of both reliability and portability. They modeled the new language Java on C and C++, but removed a number of features of C and C++ that were considered as sources of problems. Using Java, we can write some computer applications for playing games, storing data, etc. We can also use Java to write some special programs like applets. Definition of object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is nothing but it's an approach to program organization and development which attempts to eliminate some of the pitfalls of conventional programming methods by incorporating the best of structured programming features with several new concepts. Basic concepts of object-oriented programming. They are object, class, data abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding. Objects. What are these objects? Objects are nothing but they are the basic runtime entities in an object-oriented system. It's an instance of a class. We can represent user-defined data types such as vectors and lists using these objects. When a program is executed, the objects interact by sending messages to one another. Example, a bank account, a customer, or a student are nothing but it's an object. The customer object may send a message to account object requesting for balance. Each object contains the data and code to manipulate that data. Classes. What are these classes? A class is a collection of objects of similar type. They are user-defined data type. It's a template from which objects are created. Example, customer, fruit. Data abstraction. What is this data abstraction? Data abstraction refers to act of representing essential features without including the background details or explanations. Data encapsulation. The wrapping up of data and functions or methods together into a single unit. It makes it possible for objects to be treated like black boxes, each performing a specific task without any concern for internal implementation. Inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but is a process by which the objects of one class acquires the properties of objects of another class. It supports the concept of hierarchical classification. It provides the important feature of OOPS, that is reusability. Example, grandfather, father and son. Dynamic binding. What is this dynamic binding? Binding refers to the linking of a procedure call to the code to be executed in response to that call. Dynamic binding means that the code related with a given procedure call is not known until the time of the call at runtime. Polymorphism. Polymorphism means the ability to take more than one action. It's an important feature of OOPS concept. Consider an example, that is the operation of addition of two numbers. For two numbers, the operation will generate a sum. If the operands are strings, then the operation produces a third string by concatenation. Next, we'll see about features of Java. So features of Java are nothing but simple, robust, object-oriented, multi-threaded, architecture-neutral, interpreted, and high-performance and dynamic. Simple. Java is very simple and easy to learn. It is reliable, portable, and powerful language. Robust. Java manages the memory allocation by allocating and deallocating the memory space automatically. Object oriented. Java provides a clean, usable, and practical approach to objects. Multi-threaded. We can write multiple Java programs and run simultaneously. Architecture neutral. Write once, run anywhere, at any time, forever. That is, you can write your Java programs on one machine and run on another machine. Interpreted and high performance. Java performance is impressive for an interpreted language, mainly due to the use of intermediate bytecode. Java architecture is also designed to reduce overheads during runtime. Dynamic and extensible. Java is a dynamic language. Java is capable of dynamically linking in new class libraries, methods, and objects. Java can also determine the type of the class through a query, making it possible to either dynamically link or abort the program depending on the response. Now let us see some of the differences or the comparison between C++ and Java. Java supports the concept of method overloading, whereas C++ supports the concept of operator overloading. Java consists of packages, whereas C++ contains only the header files and directives. Java supports the concept of multiple inheritance through interfaces. C++ supports the concept of multiple inheritance. Java does not use pointers, whereas C++ uses pointers. Java does not support the global variable, whereas C++ supports the global variable. Java virtual machines. First, we are going to write a Java program on a machine. That Java program will be a source code which will be compiled through a Java compiler in the Java virtual machine. After the compiled code, it will be converted in the form of bytecode that will be executed using a Java interpreter, and that can be produced in the form of machine code. We'll see a simple example of a Java program. The first line, class first program, declares a class which is an object-oriented construct. Everything must be placed inside a class. Class is a keyword and declares that a new class definition follows. First program is a Java identifier that specifies the name of the class to be defined. Every class definition in Java begins with an opening brace and ends with a matching closing brace, appearing in the last line in this example. It is just similar to C++ class construct. The third line, public static void main string arguments, defines a method named main. It is similar to the main function in C or C++. Every Java application program must include the main method. It is a starting point for the interpreter to begin the execution of the program. A Java application can have any number of classes, but only one of them must include a main method to initiate the execution. The line contains a number of keywords, public static void. So what is this public? The keyword public is an access specifier that declares the main method as unprotected and therefore making it accessible to all other classes. It is similar to your C++ public modifier. Static. That is, next appears the keyword static, which declares this method as one that belongs to the entire class and not a part of any objects of the class. The main must always be declared as static since the interpreter uses this method before any objects are created. Void. The type modifier void states that the main method does not return any value. All parameters to a method are declared inside a pair of parentheses. Here, string arguments declare a parameter named arguments, which contains an array of objects of the class type string. The only executable statement in this program is system.out.println. This is my first program. It is just similar to a printf statement of C. The println method is a member of the out object, which is a static data member of system class. This line prints the string, "This is my first program," to the screen. Benefits of object-oriented programming. We can eliminate redundant code through inheritance. It is possible to have multiple objects to coexist without any interference. Software complexity can be easily managed. Principle of data hiding helps the programmer to build secure programs. Thank you.